By the dawn of Kemet, the people of the Black Land. Before foreign names, foreign rulers, foreign religions, and foreign empires arrived, the land was known by its own people as Kemet, the Black Land. And yes, Senzu. This name was not only about the soil. It was also about the people of the land whose skin tones were depicted in their own art as deep brown, rich like the earth that fed the Nile. They carved themselves on temple walls with dark brown skin, African facial features, African hairstyles, African cultural symbols. They were African people, building an African civilization, rooted in the rhythms of the Nile and the memory of their ancestors. Kemet was a world of African kings who ruled by divine order, African queens whose power shaped dynasties, African priests who studied the stars and the soul, African scribes who wrote the language of the gods, African architects who built monuments aligned with the cosmos, African healers who practiced medicine centuries ahead of others. This was the original foundation. African, sovereign, complete empires. Those invasions caused chaos that eventually destroyed Kemet, the Black Land. Persian invasion, 525 BCE. Egypt was conquered by the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Greek Macedonian invasion, 332 BCE. Alexander the Great took Egypt and founded Alexandria. Roman invasion, 30 BCE. Rome conquered Egypt after defeating Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Arab conquest, 641 CE. Muslim armies entered Egypt during the early Islamic expansion. Ottoman invasion, 1517 CE. The Ottoman Empire took control of Egypt. French invasion, 1798 CE. Napoleon invaded Egypt. British invasion, 1882 CE. Britain occupied Egypt and controlled it for decades. Egypt is one of the most invaded regions in world history because it was Egypt before invasion was called Kemet, the Black Land. That is the original, indigenous title of the civilization before outsiders arrived. Wealthy, strategically located, culturally powerful, a center of knowledge, a gateway between Africa, Asia, and Europe. The Black Land. That is the original name Egyptians used for their own civilization before Persians, Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Ottomans, and Europeans arrived. Many empires destroyed or replaced original African systems. Christianity and Islam became the ruling systems of Egypt after Kemet. Kemet was the original system, the African rule. Before any foreign empire arrived, Egypt was ruled by its own kings, guided by its own priesthood, shaped by its own spiritual system, defined by its own African identity. This era is Kemet, the original rule. Christianity became the ruling system after Kemet fell under Roman control. Islam became the ruling system after the Arab conquest. So the pattern is Kemet, Christian rule, Islamic rule. Christianity and Islam did not start in Egypt, but both became ruling systems that replaced the original African rule of Kemet. This happened through empire transitions, not coordinated destruction. Empires don't unite, they overwrite. Each one destroys the foundation of the previous system and replaces it with its own. The African foundation. Its own gods, its own language, its own priesthood, its own knowledge system, its own political rule. Then each empire arrived one at a time. and each one replaced the foundation. Persian rule. They replaced Egyptian kings, Egyptian administration, but kept some culture. Explore. Persian rule in Egypt, Greek rules. Egyptian government, Egyptian writing with Greek administration. Egyptian cities with Greek cities, but preserve knowledge. Explore. In Egypt, Roman rule. They replaced Greek rule. In Egypt, Roman rule. They replaced the old temples, but own language, its own knowledge system, its own political rule. Then each empire arrived one at a time, and each one replaced the foundation. Persian rule. They replaced Egypt's kings, Egyptian administration, but kept some culture. Explore. Persian rule in Egypt, Greek rule. They replaced Egyptian kings, Egyptian administration, but kept some culture. Explore. Persian rule.